Hi everybody, welcome back to GregTech New Horizons, episode 25 with me, Sid, where you find me hopefully about to make some more pure sulfur. I've got a few bits and pieces of coal in here, quite a lot of crushed coal ore. I've been mining down there getting the coal, but rather than just using it and cooking it, I crushed it. I think that seems to be a plan for the future. I am carrying a bunch of copper and iron around with me for some apparent reason. This is things. Oh, because it's tin wire, so we need that, and that lot will need some rubber wrapping around it in a bit. I'll need more rubber than that though. And let me just drop off those iron, and I need to find a home for that sulfur for the time being. Lots of sulfur, so I'm not worried, but this is making me more rubber, and it's too rubber to dust. I have made some magnetic iron rods, some copper wires, some things, and all of those are the items that make up, once we've got the rubber, motors. Now I think what I'm actually going to do ultimately is make up a large batch of motors, but the issue is making wires the primitive way, with the wire cutters making sheets, is expensive. It's basically 2 ingots of iron for a wire. However, if you were to use the wire mill, it's 1 ingot of iron for 2. The extruder similarly, 1 ingot of iron for 2. And in the low voltage quest tree, the basic wire mill is one of our early quests, so I think we need to start running through these quests. The electric furnace is not so important, but I would like to get there. The mixer could potentially be one, but running through them, the wire mill is probably going to be one of the early things we want. Now, do I want an electric macerator? Of course I want an electric macerator. Do I want it now? Yeah, question mark. Yeah, but there must be the extruder, so that comes off of there. So basically I'm going to try to basic polarizer will save me using redstone to make magnetic rods. So this is all kind of moving towards the things we need to make machines. Now, it has been I have been reminded, not that it has been reminded, that I got some solar panels. I also got a battery and a low voltage battery buffer, and I think somewhere else, if I hunt around in here, there should be, I'm sure I had another solar something or other. I need to hunt around for that somewhere. And then obviously then we've got the hobbyist, but that's RF, we've got the rolling, we've got all sorts of various things. Where is that other low voltage battery? Hoofer Doofer, flawless diamond. Not going to help me a great deal, is it? Now, what? I didn't put you in there, did I? No. And I didn't put you in my backpack. No, that wouldn't have been a sensible place to put it anyway. Somewhere there is more solar power things. I need to hunt around for those because I know I've got them. But we got those, which is 8-volt solar panels. We've got the battery, which takes low voltage. We've got that one, which will carry power. I'm not sure. Did I get another one? Oh, am I misremembering something now? I'm worrying about whether my mind is being lost or not. I have been making a lot of iron, and I have been making a lot of smooth stone. My plan is to start off today making the first segment of the tower, which is going to go in here. And we're going to access the tower from our first floor of our house with a catwalk, I think. Possibly put a thing. I did want to have a look if there's any like scaffolding chair. No. Catwalks mod. Okay. What can we do? We've got the catwalks. You've got a caged ladder. Oh, interesting. And what are you made out of? Steel. Steel, steel. Very expensive, but steel all the same. Steel frame box makes steel grates. Wow, expensive. I don't think I'm going to be using the catwalks mod anytime soon. So what we need to do is look at stairs and see what, if anything, I have. See, I don't see any particularly nice thing until we get a bit further on, so we'll probably just go across there. And where I want to start this is with some kind of support column. Now we did grab those, we've got that, and I've also got a whole load of these. So, and then we'll need to think about floor as well. But let's start off with chisel. Let's see what we can do with cobble, because I want something that see, that's too obvious. Dark panel with panel, or let's go with try dark panel then. And what we'll do is we will go in. There is one other thing I want. Where are you? Not in there. You're in there. I want to just double check something. Do these go on sideways? They don't. They only go on the top edge, unless there is a use for them. No, it looks to be pretty much top edge or nothing. Okay, not a problem. What I want to do is I want to start. Let's have a look. I need to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to the top there. So here be 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and damn it, lost one. Doesn't matter. Does not matter. Oh, I didn't want to lose that really though. We'll just do that. And then I would like to do something similar in about this position here. No. That's awkward. I want to do it in that position. And then all of this wall, well, let's just, you know what, they are a wrench, aren't they? So basically I want to get on a stand here to maybe here, so that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. And also I think goes to here. No, there. And 1, 2, 3, 4, like so. And then we'll make a floor going across, and everything should be good and happy. That's the idea anyway. Let me just do a little bit more work. These trees will eventually go, but let me do a bit more work and I'll be back in a moment. All right, so a bit further on, I am recording this at another point of the day, and let me just sleep the night off so you can see what we've got going on here. So we got a fairly bland. I mean, again, the building options at this stage are fairly light, but we come out here, we have got a box on stilts. We've got a nice wooden floor. We have got a way up to the next floor up here. Obviously, we'll continue building up some high. I don't know exactly how high. I do know I'm going to need a lot of space. These are just your standard lighting, and through here I have got my low voltage battery buffer, which is a single slot one, and my single small sodium battery, solar panel, and glass on the top. And you can see, need cleaning with right click. To clean it, you basically have a bucket of water and you right click on it. So I've given myself access here. Now my plan is to bring the wires either side. So what I will probably do is need a little bit more of this, but let's go and have a look at that now. Yeah, kind of trap myself in though, that's the only downside. The underside is slabs. I may make this even thinner just to give it a little bit more, I don't know, je ne sais quoi kind of going on there. So, but I think what we would probably want to do is but I can't get that up there, can I now? Yeah, that's trapped up there. This is going to be a bit of a pain. But essentially, that will give us a little bit of room to bring the wire out and under, I think. And something similar on the other side. If I can do kind of there and there, and that should give us a little bit of wiggle room. Anyway, that is one aspect of what I want to get done today sorted, which is a safe space for me to run my power setup, and I'll get a couple of those underneath as well, just to, you know, make that look reasonable. And it's not much of a power setup. Let's be brutally honest here. So, armed with that, I need to do some other bits and pieces. I am going to need rubber, and lots of it. And to do that, I am going to grab myself, oh, I've got some dirt. Grab myself my flat lampy things, and got some rubber saplings. That's all good. I think that's all the rubber saplings I have, which is fine because that should kind of go and grow. So obviously if we can get rubber from the resin, then we've got the resin cane thing down in the bottom there, in the bottom of the thing. But yeah, starting to look interesting. I'm going to have a look at my bees over here while I'm at it, just see if this made any difference. I mean, it's been suggested that maybe I need to put these through a trializer, but a trializer is somewhat on from where I can make stuff, I think. But still, definitely no mutations. So I mean, fit what does her? Can you use that on? Oh, we can do it that way. Okay. Right, let's bring this lot down then. Sorry, I came over to do, in fact, we'll do rubber saplings and then we'll come back and do this, because that's my apple oak, that's just an oak sapling, and I can utilise this properly later on. But let's come over here and go to out there perhaps, and then we can come 1, 2, 3 and 1, 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3 and 1. And I'm just going to basically grow the rubber trees and chop them down, because we can process the rubber wood in the extractor, and obviously eventually get a good extractor as well. 1, 2, 3 and 1. And then we can put some of this thing in here. Whack the old F7 on, and we can utilise these to provide reasonable floor-based illumination, and then just let these grow. But I think a steady supply of rubber will be beneficial. However, I'm going to quickly chop down these, and then we'll analyse up 4 apple oak saplings and 4 of the birch saplings, and we'll try and see whether that mutates them. But it definitely said in the thing vanilla saplings, which to me, I mean, these are vanilla saplings even once you've analysed them, but they are less effective, as best as I can tell. Oh, one already, you see, look. Oh, hello, and you. Right, all good. So, armed with that, I've got 1 apple oak sapling. Let me put my paper in there, go 1, 2, 3. Silver birch. You can't put them in a stack, obviously. I'm going to need more paper, I think. Silver birch. Silver birch. And silver birch, and then we'll do the same with the apple oaks, which I'm going to definitely need to go and get more paper. But in the meantime, I can be getting these ones down. 2, 3 and 4, and we'll get this apple oak down as well, because that can be growing in the background. And then I just need 3 more. Let me go and grab some paper. I'll be back in a second. Alright, I'm just processing up rubber as we go. I think it's just going to be one of those things that I keep running in the background. I have planted, I've I've felled a couple of rubber trees and a couple more have grown back, so as long as I keep getting a net gain or at least a static movement on the saplings, I'm fine. I have grown up some of these trees, the rest will just grow naturally, and I've set the bees going again. Let's just have a quick peek at the bees, bees, to see if we can see any form of mutation yet. But if this doesn't work, I am going to be somewhat as a loss. Now, obviously, we've only just put the queen in, so expecting a massive amount of mutation at this stage is probably at best optimistic. But yeah, we'll keep our eye on that, just see if it goes. But we've got the field kit. Once we can get the trialyzer, we'll be able to get them, analyse them a lot easier. And I think this is the drive here, is to making everything cheaper. So with that in mind, we have got our little hooferator over there. We've got our solar panel. My first thing I want to try and do is make the wire mill, because wires are too expensive right now. And I think what we will do, because I've got quite a lot of this to make the motors. Now the wire mill, hang on, let me just double check. The wire mill requires 4 motors, and that is therefore going to be that plus those, plus I think it's those, and those 4 are 4. So yeah, and then there's some stuff on one of these. I don't know which circuit it is I need to make. Hang on. Right, so what have we got? It's that one, isn't it? A basic circuit. Which is nothing basic about that, let's be honest. So I need 2 of those, which means I need 2 steel casings. Got those. Let me get that. Hold on, wait for it to come around again. There. That. So I need 4 resistors, which is glue and copper and coal dust or carbon dust. Carbon dust I can pulverize graphite, or I can use coal dust, can't I suppose? Yeah, get the right thing. Need 6 red alloy cables, 1 red alloy plate, and I'm going to be fairly certain that I don't have any red alloy in there. So let's have a refresh my memory on how we make red alloy. Fluid, package of alloy smelter. It's copper and 4 redstone. Okay. And red alloy. Red alloy cable. It's ultra low voltage, so it only carries 8 volts, which is fine. It is made with a tin snips and a plate, so I need 2 per 1. I need 6, so I need 5 more, so 10 copper. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and a bunch of redstone, and I think, where am I there? It was 4 per, wasn't it? So 10, so 40. Luckily, that's not too bad. We can bring that out, we can put that in. And now that's going to do that. This is still making me more raw rubber, which I have got 33 ingots of that now. So while we're getting those going, what else do we need for that? I need vacuum tubes, which require more red alloy. Still, oh Christ, this is this is just crazy. So I need to make. Have I got any for starters? I've got 2, so I need 2 more, don't I? So I've got 2 of those. So I need 2 more of those. I need a circuit board, which is that plus loads of wire. So I've got 2 of those. But I need another 8 wire. God. Okay, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 to make 8 rather than 16. If I use the forge hammer. This is definitely the way. Get these as cheap as possible, because otherwise it's just crazy. So there's our 10 of those. What was if I forge hammerize those? Three for 2, yeah, okay. And I said I needed 5 more. That's 6 more, and I've still got 1 left. Okay, we'll do it that way. That's fine. Right, so we need a load of wires, we need a load of stuff. We have got a few bits and pieces left over of other stuff, so yeah, I suppose let's be grateful for what we've got. Let me just carry on pulling stuff together. I'll be back in a moment. Alright, well, after what seems like an age, I now have the makings of the circuit. If I can get that up here and hit that, that will give me 1, 2. That is an awful lot of effort for one component, which we then need to do the LV hull. Wonderful, here we go. LV machine casing, steel plates. Now I only need 1 of those, thankfully, so I need 16 steel. Steel, let me just check my steel. All this is just so I don't have to make wire cutters. It's somewhat crazy really when you think about it. But where are we? Dark steel, no, just steel if you don't mind. Steel, no, steel, there we go. Steel goes iron with 8. 2 coal coke or 4 charcoal. So if I do a stack of 64 times 3, then it's 16, 16 and 16, isn't it? Yep, that will do it. I'm going to have to move those sheep. I think they all of the animals need to go to the mainland, where they are considerably less obnoxious. Right, steel underway. That will give me enough for, yeah, definitely give me enough for that. This is still making rubber, so that's all good. You are still spitting out that, so that's all good. And what do we need next? For the basic wire mill we need, well, still need that. We still need to make these motors. For that I need tin cables, which I've got, but I need rubber, so I need 8 rubber sheets, which is 16. And I need to do those. In there. Doesn't take long, thankfully. Seems to be about the only thing that doesn't take long, but there you go. And got that away up there. Have I still got? Have I got rubber pulp up there? I have. Okay, that's interesting. Right, so I need 8 of those. Those are just going to go like that, and then I should have enough of these to make a lot of motors. I think I've got enough to make 8 motors actually, which is way more than I need. Or no, 4 motors. Alright, I definitely underestimated the requirements there. However, so those, so we've basically got either side. I need a couple of tin cables. So need to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Grabby. Take that, pop that in, grab those. Pop that in there. 2 tin cables. So let's put the recipe out because it's going to be a lot easier. I think that is that, and then we need the LV machine hull, which we need that first. So we need one of those, and we need one of those. But that makes up that. So that's your steel, which is what we're waiting on. That's just going to take a while. So in the meantime, I'm just going to pot around, farm, process a few things, do a few bits and pieces, and I'll be back in a second. Now, one thing I had been meaning to do this episode was I got this cobalt hammerhead and I've got a self-repairing pickaxe. Now, it was pointed out that the mining level of this currently is redstone, but obviously it's bronze with boosted things. So if I were to cast myself a cobalt pickaxe head, I think you want to be on, don't you? That's the way. I can never remember, It doesn't matter. We're going to stick we're going to make myself a cobalt head, because that's going to be 8 ingots worth, I think. I'm going to have to go and slaughter those sheep. Nope, I will grab them and move them. I will move them, but not now. Then I can probably boost the mining level of this tool here. Eight ingots of cobalt. Just manually cast 1. And just cast the rest up as ingots, and I should. So there it's redstone. That is going to be cobalt because it loses 1 level, which would have been manual in. It gives it. Where's the durability? I've lost it. Durability 2,500. Right, we can now mine the quartz. Pretty much mine anything, I think. However, that is not what we're here to do right now, so let me sleep that night off. And I'm still waiting just on steel. Slowest thing out there. I am so very, very tempted to move these. All of these, to be honest, but those are not right next to my crafting area. Right. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I need some blocks. That got the U. I could do with some grass. I'm going to need to get some grass over there, aren't I? That's a pain. How am I going to handle that then? Let's take those. Shouldn't be there anyway. They should have been there, but there you go. And that we can take with us as well. A couple of doors. Just because I'm going with blocks rather than things. I'm going to go and try and get myself set up with some sheep farmage over here, just to get them away from me. The noise is driving me slowly insane. Insaner maybe might be a better terminology, because it's debatable. My sanity is debatable anyway, so yeah, let's come in and we'll make it not too big. So we'll come in at this point and come. What we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come across 1, 2, 3. Have a gap of 2. 1, 2, 3. That will do me. And I think we'll just go with these. Doesn't have to be fancy. It has to be functional. Like so, and then we'll pop our doors in there. Grab those. I'm probably going to need a bit more dirt. But what I do need to do is get that grass spread through. Easiest way to do that is just going to give it three ways in. And once we've got a grass block on this side, we just seal the wall up. Works for me. I also need to put down some lighting, so we'll sort that as well while we're at it. I'll be back in a moment. Alright, I've got enough steel to make the machine hull. I'm not sure. I'm going to need one more for that, plus some stuff and some raw. Have I got raw iron plates? I have got raw iron plates. I've actually got a steel plate too. Excellent. Okay. Things are looking up. Right, so machine hull is that. Okay. So it's just tin. Actually, borrow those for now. So that should allow me to make, let me just go and get rid of that. That should be that. which means we can get rid of that, and that should be a wire mill. Well, I didn't think it was. That came together quickly, didn't it? Right, what do we get for that? I have no idea. Wire mill, 1 loop bag, LV, and okay. And some of these. Which I have no idea. We can basically package them down. They're 10 times, aren't they? That's all. Okay. But we got you now. Sorry. Oh, what do we get? A hydrator for Steve's cart and some levers. Yeah, the randomness is real, that's for certain. So we've got the wire mill. Voltage in 32, capacity 2048 EU. Now, what I need to do, apart from move the sheep, is, and I'm going to do that this episode, that's happening, those sheep are going. I'm going to need a wire to come out of here and then around and then probably just to here for now. I only need like 2 wires perhaps. 3 wires maybe, 3 wires. And I'll admit to being a complete noob when it comes to this, the GregTechification of power. I have had some experience of, the old EU systems, obviously RF more recently, and various other stuff like that. How are you doing? Oh, you've got two squares. I'm letting this grow in before I do it. But if we were to look at a wire and go in and start looking at the various wires, cobalt wires is a low voltage, has a max amps of 2 volts of thing. Now forget it, we're not doing cobalt wire. Tin wire is a max voltage of 32, and yeah, that's fine. Copper nickel 128, copper 128. I've actually got more copper than I have tin, and I've got access to more copper than I have tin currently. Now the tin is a lower voltage, but it has got less loss per meter. Copper loses 4 EUs or volts per meter. And then you can go up to like, these various other annealed copper, which I've got no idea how you make annealed copper. Annealed copper rod, copper. How do you make annealed copper though? Come on. You what? Cook it again? I mean, let's be honest, that is how you anneal copper normally. I want to know how to anneal. How do you anneal copper? Oh, forget it. It's going to be tin wire, I think, for now, and I need 3 of them, I reckon, while that grows in. So let's go and get myself 3 tin wires sorted, 3 pieces of cladding, and that'll give me the wire mill, which at that point will mean that I can make wires a lot cheaper. And I think that is apart from moving the sheeps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do it like those. Forge hammers is currently the best way we have to maximize our inputs or outputs, puts of some description. I need more sulfur dust, which I have got. So I processed quite a bit up earlier. And go and turn naturally. That needs to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, did not wish to do that. I don't want that. How do I get the... Anybody know how to get that off? Okay, right. That's... If anybody does know how to get that off, in all seriousness, let me know. Because I had a similar problem with the... with the solar panels, which I had to cheat to get myself out of, because I could not figure out how to get them off. Unless it might be the wrench. It might be some combination of the wrench. That's the only thing I can think of. That's rotating it, and that will wreck it, which I don't want to do at the moment. If you know how to get the covers off, let me know, please, because I am a little bit stumped on that one, to say the least. Yeah, I'm fairly certain it must be something to do with the wrench, but I really don't know for certain. Tin plates. Let's go and get these tin wires in and see how this works, because I do know that if you don't clad them, you can give you electric shocks. That much. That is what I do know. But I mean, that's hardly an amazing revelation, is it? Because that's what happens in the real world as well. Yeah, those sheep have got to go. Right, let me just leave that behind. Let's go get these in. Hopefully that grass is growing in while we're busy over here. I may have to AFK there for a bit. But if we come in here, then get... No? It's going to be a wrench, isn't it? I assume this is how you connect and get the power out. I'm not entirely certain. But that would seem to kind of follow the GregTech logic. I just don't know whether that's where you connect up to that battery bank or not. This is going to wreck it, isn't it? Yeah, of course it is. Alright, now how? Output. Facing is west. Oh, it's connected. However, I now need another tin wire. That's just annoying me now. Lovely, right. So I need another wire. I need to get that grass grown in. I'll be back in a moment. Alright, and if all is equal, programmed circuit. Oh god, any of those. Is this actually getting power though? I don't think it is. It's not. So what we'll do is we will... how do I... How do I do this then? This is going to be awkward. I feel this is going to be a level of awkwardness that I am not prepared for. just putting it out there now. Now, harvest. Hold left click to dismantle machines. Rotates. Wire cutter. I wonder whether the wire cutter is the tool. I mean that. I'm trying to put myself in. I keep trying to put myself in the mindset of the authors. Maybe the wire cutter is the correct tool for cutting wires. Just minor thoughts there. Oh no. Okay. But and now that should be powered. Yep, it pulled power on it. Excellent. Right. So, there. Technically speaking, I want to do there and there as well. But for now, we'll just pop that back in. And bask in the glory of the fact that I've now got to make another bloody circuit. No, that's not what I wanted. I want it there. It just gives that element to it. Now that's fine. 52,000 EU. This is charged. There is no ghost circuit block. Program circuit conf. Oh. Do you need hang on a second then. Let me just have a look. Let me go and grab some tin. I may have spotted something. Give me some tin. Give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 tin. I don't care. 5 is as good a number as any. And So, using a tin ingot in a wire mill, programmed 3 for fine tin wire, 1 for and you get 2. Right. Now I feel happier. We got electric machines. Ooh. Sorry, I'm getting excited now. This feels like a big day though. I don't need to waste the wire cutter's durability by using it on to make wire. I mean, that's huge. And it's going to save us a lot of hassle when it comes to doing the rest of these stuff, like electric pump, tin wires, needs a motors, more wires. You know, it's just wire after wire after wire after wire. So we definitely need to keep going on the rubber, because that's the thing, and hopefully there will become better and easier ways to do that as we progress. I do need, if I've got one, it says if I've got one, if they even exist at this. Yes, they do. Okay, I was going to say. So I'm going to start taking the sheepsters down. I will grab myself a little bit of wheat just to ensure that I have got the means of bringing them back in if they try to escape too much. And I'll be back in a mo. Okay, I moved 4 of the sheep over there. I'll breed them. The others were sent to a sheep sanctuary upstate. Yeah, and we all know what that's a euphemism for. So I'm reasonably happy with the progress. It's, you know, this one block here is the accumulation of more hours work than I care to think about. This thing is providing power for the time being, so it's a really good bag reward. So yeah, I think we've got to sit there and call this one a success and move on. Next episode, I think we'll definitely try and get the electric pump done, because that's a thing, and opens up what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, a whole load of stuff. Alloy smelter I would like to get. That would be the next thing, to move away from the steam alloy smelter to the electric. The bending machine requires us to go there. Basic electrolyzer definitely sounds interesting. Again, it's these things which are the pain, but they're not too much of a pain if I don't need to spend a fortune in metals making wire. So what I will almost certainly do, electric furnace, yeah, potentially useful. Mixer, all of this stuff is obviously useful. So I need to push these forward. I also need to push forward in the nether, because we've now got a better pickaxe, which should be able to mine most of the stuff we're going to come across down there, I hope. And I need to keep my steel going, which obviously is made a lot easier if I don't have stacks and stacks of dark ash to contend with. But on the whole, happy with progress. So I think we shall call this an episode. I'm going to grab myself a screenshot, and until next time, thanks for watching. I will see you soon. Bye for now.